A Republican lawmaker from Texas is suing the vice president. The lawsuit asks a court to give Pence exclusive authority in the joint Congress session on January 6th. NTD's Christina Kim tells us what exactly this exclusive authority involves.
On December 27th, Representative Louie Gomert from Texas filed a lawsuit against Vice President Mike Pence. Arizona's entire slate of Republican presidential electors, including Kelly Ward, are also bringing the suit. This, a bid to overturn the election results 9 days before the joint session of Congress is set to meet. On January 6th, Congress is set to meet to count the electoral votes and name the official president and vice president-elect. And according to the 1887 Electoral Count Act, the vice president will preside over the meeting. Even though the lawsuit is against Pence, it's really just asking a federal judge to strike down the 1887 Act, which limits Pence's authority and sole discretion to determine the count. By striking this act down, Vice President Pence would get exclusive authority to decide which votes to count on January 6th, and this could overturn the election in favor of President Trump. There are competing slates of electors from key states, so Gomert is asking that Pence be allowed to decide how to deal with the situation. If granted, Pence would be able to pick the Republican electors who cast their votes for Trump. This power is given to the vice president by the 12th Amendment. The lawsuit claims that if Pence certifies the Electoral College results to secure a win for Joe Biden, it would be fraudulent. This is because of the numerous claims of fraud and inconsistencies in the November election. Christina Kim, NTD News.
President Trump is criticizing the Department of Justice, including the FBI. He says they've done nothing about the alleged voter fraud in the 2020 presidential election, despite the evidence.
President Trump said in a tweet Saturday, the Justice Department and the FBI have done nothing about the 2020 presidential election voter fraud, the biggest scam in the nation's history, despite overwhelming evidence. He says history will remember. This comes after former Attorney General William Barr, who steps down on the 23rd, said last week that he doesn't see a reason to appoint a special prosecutor to investigate election fraud allegations.
If I thought a special counsel at this stage was the right tool and was appropriate, I would name one, but I haven't, and I'm not going to.
Barr said he's standing by his statement from early December when he told the Associated Press that we have not seen fraud on a scale that could have affected the outcome of the election. Trump's legal team responded saying that, as far as they know, none of their witnesses have been interviewed by the DOJ, and that the department hasn't audited any voting machines. As for the FBI, a USPS whistleblower says they're more interested in investigating him than his claims. Jesse Morgan signed a sworn affidavit claiming that at least 140,000 ballots were smuggled across state lines. Here he is telling Fox's Lou Dobbs that the FBI harassed his family.
So I say all this stuff, I tell them this stuff, I'm thinking, all right, great, let's start making progress. Instead of investigating ballots, they want to investigate if someone from the Republican Party is paying me.
President Trump in his tweet also indicated that he would be at the January 6th march in Washington. Though there have been 2 major marches in the Capitol since the election, this is the first one the president has openly endorsed and encouraged supporters to attend. Grace Coulter, NTD News, New York.